But I can set this, check that on the video. Just I was starting, but I was just getting my headphones. That because I will need headphones. Okay, so once you will be start, I can hear it on the video. And okay, hello everyone. I see we're already starting. Today we are going to do some more readings. And yes, I can hear the music in the background. I'm sorry, we'll just I was just testing if we can hear everything properly and if everything works properly. And it seems that it works. So I'm very happy for that. It's nice to see you guys again. We were having a little break from the readings, but we're back. And again, you might be actually seeing some more decks from me because I was getting today my new decks. And I am just going to show you them. I'm not going to make the tarot with them yet because I am not familiar with the decks and they still need some working. But I am pretty sure you want to see the decks in general. The first one is the Urban Tarot. See the decks in and general. This one looks complicated a little bit for me. These are very interesting kind of arts, as you may see. When I am checking the guidebook, it's also kind of complicated. It's not exactly showing the reversed cards, and it's like weird, a little weird for me, but I'm just going to understand it. As you may see, there not exactly description what kind of card it is. You might need to see the little sign over there and connect it with the card. And this is the elemental one, and the elemental ones doesn't exactly fit the ones I use personally for the cards. Like the cups are connected with the air. Here in this deck, for me, they are connected with the water usually. But the deck itself looks pretty interesting. I am going to test it in the future, but right now, as I mentioned, here, as you may see, it's pretty, and the text on them is also pretty. I'm not going to show every single card, but some generally. being together.
Hello.
So they are reading. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Just going to test my audio since I always have problems with my audio.
And we are already live one, so you might be saying hello to everyone.
Hello,
And
everyone.
wrote that they can't hear us. So I am not sure if this works or not. But let me see in the stream. Okay. So, okay, he wrote that it's working, so I am happy with that. And hello, one. I am happy you join us. We're already setting up.
Your audio seems to be working fine.
My audio is working so far. I am just showing the new decks, which I might be actually using. But today I will just skip one because it's not exactly one I am familiar with yet, and it's a little complicated to find out which card it is, literally.
Okay, so mine is working too. Great.
Yes, it's okay, Amar, it's fine. I am happy that you hear us. That might be actually helping us. And I am happy that you are also here. Especially that we are slowly reaching New Year. And once the New Year will come, we might actually try to look for something nice here. And Amar, it's okay. We are already live. We are already working. So I am very happy that we are working. And we are just going to.
Yay! Oh, great. My mic broke. Wonderful. At least it's not the mic I'm using here. Ha ha ha. So,
Okay.
what reading are you doing for us tonight, Urians?
I was actually thinking that I will be starting with the Capricorn because I want to start with zodiacs and give a little readings for the zodiacs in general. But I didn't decide yet. If this should be general or maybe a love one connected or something else. What do you think?
Hmm. I feel perhaps a few people might be struggling on the love front. How about instead of a general, you give a sort of general love reading?
Okay, that sounds nice. So for the Capricorn or any zodiac or all of the zodiacs.
Hmm. All of the zodiac might be a bit too much. Maybe just 3 zodiac sign: Capricorn, Taurus, maybe. Um, what's the other one? Capricorn, Taurus.
Let me look because I had a list more.
Another fixed sign. Earth sign.
I am looking. I am honestly not remembering much of the signs in general, but I think it was Libra, maybe.
Libra's air.
Okay, we have Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra.
Virgo.
Virgo. Okay. So for the earth signs in general, for the locked. Okay. Let's see what this is going to happen with the
Okay.
love for
Whilst you
them.
shuffle, I'm just going to check something on the mic. So I'm just going to mute myself. Let you
Okay.
shuffle.
try to actually use one more deck today. This deck you probably didn't saw before. Maybe on the stream where I was showing all the decks, but not before. I wanted one. Where are you, my cards? Don't worry, we'll be simply making a little short reading. Okay, so the earth signs and the love. This looks pretty interesting here. So, my dear earth signs, in right now, there is much of talking with friends, there is much of changing, there is much of energy of being happy even if you are alone, and that you are just simply having fun. And this is the energy which is surrounding you. You're being also positive, you're simply getting what you want, and you're grateful for that. The abundance is coming here, but it's not abundance in love topic, but it's general abundance. But soon you will start to miss love. You will start to miss it. You will be ready to face the new phase. But before you will be actually facing this phase, you might need to heal yourself. There is also the mirror card, and the mirror is literally about our self-image, the relationships reflecting our wounds. So you might be actually getting into some sort of an mental healing for yourself. Even if you are happy with yourself and being happy that you are single, you might be actually trying to get some sort of an connection with your shadow self. You might be actually focusing on your shadow. You might be focusing on dealing with these emotions in general and everything what happened, what hurt you, and whatever was are surrounding you, whatever situations and patterns were here. So this is something you might be actually dealing with before you will be actually facing the new Okay, that is weird. Well, for me, the Twitch is loading constantly, so I am not sure why. Okay, that is weird. Well, for me, the Twitch is
It's working now.
loading
It's working
constantly,
now.
so. Okay, Amar, can you tell me what was the last thing I said, which you heard? So maybe that would help. Well, I am probably not talking, so this is why I am gone. But I wonder why I am lagging because I shouldn't be lagging at all, honestly. Because I don't seem to have any sort of lags on the internet. Everything seems to be actually working pretty well, so I am not sure why.
No, there's no lags. Just your audio went off temporarily.
Okay, that's weird. But okay, so I will continue this little reading. Okay, so you're surrounded with the friends, and you are trying to actually deal with your friends. You are trying to um, spend this time with friends. But as I mentioned before, instead of going to a party, just try to make your friends helping you with these shadow issues and getting this support you need from them, because you don't feel ready for the new love. You are not ready. You are still avoiding things, and you still don't want to actually understand them. So you need to still deal with the patterns in your relationship, even if you are right now being very happy with people around you, being very social and so on. It's still time for healing. You still need the healing. So that will be my reading for for all the earth signs about their love issues. That might be actually something helping them. It's okay, Amar. We are very happy to actually getting any sort of feedback like that, because I am simply looking for the chat. I am not listening to the voice, and usually I'm watching the chat and talking on the Discord, so I am not hearing this the same way as you are doing, probably. And this is why we sometimes need to be told about that. But one, tell me, what do you plan for the new year?
Well, New Year, I am not going to be doing much. Possibly go see the fireworks and come home, cry my eyes out, then throw a tantrum because, there's too much loud explosion going on outside. You know, no, I'm joking. Obviously, no, I'm not going to go watch any fireworks. It really is disturbing, though. Honestly, it does disturb me quite a lot. The loud noises. It freaks me out. So it's not a nice time of the year for me. New Year, not New Year itself, not the time, but the stupid people that go out. I'm sorry if you do like fireworks. I don't mean you're stupid, but the person who invented it is, because obviously it's still polluting the atmosphere, and I can't, people can't breathe, and it's polluting. And if you're in
It's actually
Amsterdam,
hurting animals, because I noticed from my dogs when I had my older dogs yet, that they were literally scared of them. They were hiding from the noise, literally from the noise.
I cannot blame these poor creatures, because in Amsterdam it gets even more dangerous. on, when they are throwing the fireworks, they literally throw it at each other. And in fact, during New Year, a lot of people get hurt in Amsterdam because the young people are just crazy. And if you are out in Amsterdam on these days, you're likely to get burnt. I'm not kidding. You're likely to get burnt. So it defeats the purpose. You're supposed to be celebrating, not hurting each other. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, not the best you know how do you say, celebratory human thing. But otherwise, I think the timing is great. I mean, we're going to be in 2022. That's exciting. What about you, Urians? What are you going to be doing?
I will be just simply lazy on the time. Uh, I might see the fireworks from the distance because most of the fireworks are like in the city itself, and I am living around the forest, so a little far from the city itself. And
So you're
usually
quite
I
lucky
just see.
then.
Okay, I don't know why I am lagging, honestly. Everything is working fine for me. Even I am having the green color on the Discord. But in general, I will be simply watching them probably from the far. I'm not sure if my cat likes them or not because it will be his first New Year, so we'll see that. But
Do you
I
hear
would
the
advise
fireworks where you are?
what
Do you hear the fireworks where you are? Like, is there a lot of
I can see them.
noises? A little. You can
I
see
can
them.
see them, but not exactly hear them. At least some louder ones, yes. If somewhere like 2 streets away they are throwing them, but
Uh-huh.
usually I am seeing the ones which are in the city center because the city center is a little down from us, and you can easily
Yeah.
see everything.
Okay, okay.
And they,
I feel sorry for all these poor animals, though. Can you imagine?
yeah,
You
me
know,
too, and that's why we are not going to use them. I can't say that from my neighbors, honestly, but we are not going to use them. I'm just simply going to watch, and sometimes in my city they are doing also the laser show, and the laser show is actually something I think should be used in New Year in general. That
that's a
is not,
much better option.
yeah, that is not making noise, that is not hurting animals, and that is actually helping everyone, and it's still fun to watch. So that might be actually something better.
Yeah, well, let's hope that in the years to come, everyone is actually going to go for that option because, it
Yeah.
makes sense.
But
And
I was seeing even something like a show made of the drones, like flying drones. They were actually making a show with the
that's,
light. That
yeah,
might be
that
something
can be quite
actually
cool.
fun too. Whatever it
Mm-hmm.
is, so it doesn't scare the animals here. Especially as I mentioned, I live nearby the forest, so it's really easy to scare the animals in general.
Exactly. As long as they're not sort of releasing those smokes into into the air, because you never know what
Yeah,
crap
I live
is
in a
is
place. I live in a place where the atmosphere in general is polluted so much that in the winter we
even
are
in forest area.
yes, even in forest area in winter like now, we have like the basic ones. The basic norms are crossed about 4 times sometimes
Wow.
for the dangers. It's kind of normal here, isn't? The place I am living is nearby the carbon mines, so it's pretty much reason here. There's also much of fabrics there, so that's the main reason here. But we're just getting used to the air pollution at this point.
I
It's not
suppose
happy, of course.
mm, I suppose most of us have to deal with that. This air pollution. It's not not something we can escape just yet.
Yeah. Amar, answering your question,
Why?
why not do communal prayer and silent meditation to reflect back on the past year and generate better energies to focus consciously for the next year? Uh, I suppose most
Yes.
people actually are doing it like in Maiskal. Here, at least in Poland, it's any sort of magic is not something which is welcome. Not really, honestly. But I will be doing my own rituals probably on the New Year or the New Year Eve. I had some sort of an fun, actually doing some uh, wishing ritual or spell, whatever you call it. I was placing, I was writing down during after meditation what I want to manifest in this year. I was hiding it in a little paper and hiding it inside of the balloon, and on the new year, just simply letting them flow. That was actually
Oh, that's
something.
cute. That's nice.
Yeah, that was simple, and actually, it was fun way to use air element because you are using air element for that,
Yeah, 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 definitely.
and that definitely doesn't go so badly for the environment as the fireworks, and still you can manifest anything with that. So that's not so bad. I would probably do that
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I find, I mean, which element do you actually prefer working with? I mean, for those of you who don't, I mean, you all know what elements are. You have your air, fire, water, earth, and of course there's spirit as well. But you know, more the more magical people, non-Mogul people, do use the elements. And Urans was just talking about using air element. And can you give like a how? Say for example, somebody didn't know, like a complete beginner, didn't know how to work with, sorry, air element. How would you go about kind of advising a full on beginner how to work with the air element
On the
and
start,
get result?
I will be suggesting them to make some sort of a meditation with the element. And the easiest way for me personally to do it, it will be simply meditating with the sounds. And well, we have air, so how do we get the sound of the air? And I was trying that before because air is very tricky for me. It's not easy element for me because it's opposite to my natural ones. But I was playing the tornado sounds on my headphones and meditating with that. And that was actually pretty helpful for me, or anything related with the wind in general. And then when I was actually doing that, I was simply trying to connect with with the element, feel this element inside of myself, inside of my veins, and trying to get it more natural for me, feeling its energy inside of me, and then simply trying to connect with it and trying to make some sort of an energy ball made with this air element in general to actually control it better. This is the easiest way I should actually say to do because I didn't work that much with the air element. As I mentioned, it's opposite to my natural ones. I just use it when my fire gets a little out of control. So
Fanning the flames, or more so like trying to put it out. I I kind of would advise a total beginner, if they want to connect with the air element, they can go outside, preferably on a day that is a little bit windy, so they can see sort of the instant result, and go sort of in an open field and somewhere where there's trees as well, just so you can see how when the wind does come and the wind leaves. What I mean by that is so you can see the trees shaking and the trees not shaking anymore. And sort of not sort of, ground yourself, feet firmly planted on the ground, little, sort of hips width apart, and start doing breathing. And as you're breathing, try to connect to the wind. So try not to think of anything, just as you're breathing in, think of the air or the wind. You could also use the sacred vowel. So, Om, for example, would be the, let's just say, Egyptian sacred vowel for connecting to the air element. So generally it's El Kalim Om. I mean, you could invoke all the different elements at the same time, but you could just focus on Om. And sort of like as you're doing the breathing, just Om, Om, Om. And then start moving your hands from left to right, left to right, left to right, and then up and down, up and down, up and down. Then you're going to take a deep breath in and start blowing as if you're the wind. So by that time, you would have already feel like you're already connected to the wind. And as you blow out or breathe out, sort of feel as if you're the wind and you are blowing. And just watch how the trees react, or anything, sort of how it reacts. Anything that's moving, that could move, like grass, plants, that sort of thing. Or even you might feel it if you've air is your natural element and you've already worked with it, you might feel it all around you anyway. But if you're a complete beginner, I would say kind of look at the trees. How is it reacting? Is it blowing more as you're blowing out like the wind? And when you stop, you can just push with your hands down towards the floor, sort of push the air down as if to calm the wind. And also you're also talking to the wind and telling it to calm itself. Then again, when you want to blow it out, breathe deep breath in, Om, blow it out. You could even move the energy, pushing your hands forward, left, right, wherever you want it to go, or just sort of, if say you want to make the wind go in the left direction, you could move your hand in that direction. I don't know if you guys can see my hand, but I think you can. So like that, but with both hands, right? And then just see how the wind reacts to that side.
We
Anyway.
don't see your hands.
No, I think you will see it. It's just delayed. There's a lag.
I am watching you on the Discord.
And you couldn't see my hand.
No, I am seeing your decks, and that's it. And even the
My
decks
what?
are cute. Wait, I will. I will make you a screenshot what I am seeing and send you that on Discord so you can see. Make you a screenshot what I am seeing.
I don't know. Amar, did you see my my hand moving? For obviously it wasn't for, yeah. Amar saw it, so all good.
I sent you how much I am seeing on the Discord.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of had to move my hand like this to show
Yeah.
this. Obviously, you're not
Now
going to
I
see
see.
my hand
Yeah.
from backward. Yes, yes, you saw it, Amar. It's good. That means Twitch saw it. Yeah, so basically, that's how I would kind of advise a beginner to work with the wind element.
I would
And this
add
is not,
one more thing, if I can.
yeah,
If
sure. This is
if
not to work, sorry, let me finish. This is not to work with magic. I mean, this is kind of magic anyway, but more sort of like natural magic, atmokinesis, that sort of thing. But if you want to work more magic, I think Uranus can, yeah.
I wanted to add one thing. If you feel like you're having problems with air element in general, you might be also trying to actually connect with the elementals. The elementals are spirits made from that specific element. So we have for air, we have sylphs. They are spirits made of the air in general. and their king is Parada. So you might be actually trying to connect with the Parada, and he will be helping you and teach you how to actually do that with the element. That is very simple because they are they are having so strong energy that even beginner can feel the spirits around when they are around. It's not really hard. So even if you didn't work with the spirits before, they are very patient and they can very easily help you with anything like that. But magic in general is also connected um, with elements at all because everything is created in the physical. Everything is created from the elements. So we need the elements in general to use it in any sort of the magic. But at the same time, we need willpower, and the willpower is the magic of the mind. So you're using both, but elements are also something which can be very important here. At least this is what I believe in.
Yeah, so you could work with elementals as such, so the sylphs,
Mm,
or simply you could use the basic, which is incense. I've got one burning right now. So it's used to represent air, because as you can see, it's going into the air, the
mm,
smoke. And sometime what you could do with that is, say you want to manifest something. You can have your incense on, and you could put it in a particular direction for the air element, or just any direction you want. It doesn't have to be specific, because in fact, magic is more to do with yourself and your willpower. It's a little bit what Urian's just said and kind of what Amor said. It's willpower. But say you're using incense because it helps. It's a tool to aid you. You could kind of have it on, and you could focus on the smoke that's rising. And as the smoke is rising, have your thoughts of what you want to manifest, and imagine as if the thoughts that you want are spreading out into the air and just floating into the air to find its place to manifest itself. Simple as that. But of
you might,
course, there's a lot more. I'm sure Urians would know about that. There's more complex way of working with, incense and things like that. But this is just like really basic.
I suppose the best way to actually using incense for me is cleansing. And that is very simple because when you are using incense into the cleansing, the incense can easily show you which places needs much more working, and they are actually some sort of portal or something like that. For me, when I am using the incense like that, the incense smoke usually changes color. At least this is visible for me. I am not sure if this is visible for anyone around because when I'm doing it, I'm alone. But usually from the normal smoke, I am seeing some sort of a bluish smoke, and this is when I know that here is a portal or place where the spirits are standing, and this place needs much more cleansing than the other ones. I'm not having instance right now, but I usually go with either Palo Santo or the Queen of the Night. That's the one I actually adore to buy. It's perfect for me, but it's very heavy in general, but it's heavy and sweet at the same time. It's some sort of weird combination, but I do
Queen
totally
of
love
the
it.
Night.
Yeah.
Is that the Night Jasmine?
Um, I think this contains jasmine, but I will need to Google what exactly it's made of.
Or is it like a blend?
Yeah, I think it's a blend, but I will try to look. I know that there is a flower which has this sort of a name, but I doubt they are using that for the incense because this is some sort of a cactus which is having a flower once in a year in a night. This is why it's the name. Let me Google. I will Google that. Just a sec. Okay, it contains jasmine for sure, but there is something more in it.
I hope it's not belladonna.
No, 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 no. It's very sweet and it's also heavy. Um,
Queen of the night. Maybe wood. Sorry, not wood. Wood or UDH.
yeah, I know, but honestly, I am wondering if there is not some sort of a sandalwood.
Possibly. Give me a moment. I'm gonna have to take my jumper off as usual.
Yeah, it
There's
does
too many
because
candles.
this wonderfully fragrant incense sticks incorporate notes of this flower along with the hints of the sandalwood. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there is more into that, but yeah, it's pretty, very pretty incense. If anyone wishes to try that, go ahead.
I love incense, honestly. It's so relaxing, so nice, and it really just puts you in the mood. You know, when you're working with magic or anything to do with the magic, well, anything to do with magic, or just trying to relax, these different scent have different properties, specific properties. So you could use these for magic work, and also because it just smells nice. But oftentimes they have essential oil, or the real deal of the plant, and each plant has an effect. Some of them calm you down, like you all know lavender. If you're burning lavender, it helps to soothe you, help you relax, calms your mind, helps you sleep, that sort of thing. Well, every other plant has a particular magical property.
Yeah, and for me, I remember once I had a spirit which loved vanilla incense. So whenever he was around, he was smelling vanilla incense, and he wanted actually offerings from vanilla incense. So trust me, after a month working with him, everything was smelling like vanilla. And vanilla
Oh, that's
incense
so
is
nice.
very sweet, and it was really some sort of an incense which I couldn't smell it anymore after some few days because it was too sweet for me. As
Vanilla is a really nice smell, and in fact, when you make perfume, it's they use it as the base oil. So
yeah,
because it's
I
so
wouldn't be
strong.
surprised with that.
Mm.
I remember I was also having the sandal rose or something like that. That was also quite fun.
Rosewood.
No, it was literally named sandal rose.
Oh, okay.
It was like combination of rose, but it was blue, not blue. It was yellow rose and something else. But it was also it was not as it was smelling like a rose, yes, but it was not typical rose incense, honestly.
Okay. So with the zodiac, I suppose you did your love read for Capricorn,
I did for all earth ones in general. In
or
general,
oh, so you did like one read for all of
no,
the Earth sign.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, maybe you can show us some of your incense whilst I shuffle the cards. If you if it even shows on the camera, because like I don't know, it looks a little bit
Just give
blurry.
me a second. I need to take them from the shelf because they are hidden in the shelf. And I
Well, I guess I'll just bust all your ears with my terrible shuffling. So I think what I'm going to ask for, so messages please for earth
More, but I am
signs.
just taking a little bit of them.
Messages
This is the
please for
Queen of the
earth.
Night. I'm not sure how much you are seeing, honestly, but this is the Queen of the Night.
Okay. Oh, okay. Wow, I like the box.
Yeah, it's a big box. What we have
Messages
here?
please for earth sign.
Unlocks everything. Good fortune. Mosque. I didn't try that one yet. White sage. I suppose that is also obvious. That's why it's big. 7 powers. This is something I didn't try yet. Frankincense. Lotus. I wonder if this is also in the Queen of the Night one, honestly. Just normal
I like
sage.
Lotus. Lotus is super nice. Nag Champa too, yes.
Meditation one. What else we have here? Let me see. This is my Nicola, but I don't know the smell yet. I was buying some time ago many of incenses because they were cheap on the promotion. So this is the Egyptian jasmine.
Ooh, Egyptian jasmine must be so nice.
Egyptian alchemy. Amber. What else we have here? Moon. And Palo Santo. There is way more I have, but I couldn't get them at one go. Okay, what else we have? Vanilla, red rose. This is another Queen of the Night. This is the sun because we had a moon. We had to get a sun, and magnolia. This is all of ones I have currently.
Okay, so I've got the read or messages for the earth signs. And I'm kind of seeing a little story here. So I'm guessing it's this message obviously is not going to resonate with everyone, but it's just kind of like a message for a particular collective. So I know some people are really going through this. Basically, it's showing me there's a man or girl in your life that you've been that's kind of been chasing you initially, or has been really active in your life, and has showed you a lot of attention and has been really passionate about you, has suddenly just let's just say messed up. I see they have caused you quite a lot of anxiety, worries. Perhaps you have been, you know, arguing with them, or not trusting them, because I see you here sitting up at night with thoughts, and it's like the nightmare card, where you're sort of worrying at night. Are they going out? What are they doing? Why haven't they contacted you? Do they still like you? That kind of these are the sort of vision and images I'm getting, especially from these cards. And I know it's concerning, a group of you that's likely to be watching this at some point. And it's kind of, well, the good news is, yes, you've been through the washing machine a little bit. And what I mean by washing machine is, this person has caused you a lot of worry. And you're only just coming out of this worry phase. And that's good, that's great. And I see you, either you are coming out of this phase now, and I feel this has happened kind of I'm going to say towards the end of the year. So that could be either recently, like recently this December, or it could have happened perhaps beginning of December, end of November, more specifically. But they're pushing me more so towards toward Christmas time, or a little bit even before Christmas time. There's just been like a bit of a sort of turn of event. And yeah, so you're worrying and whatnot, but I see you coming out of that phase. I see you coming out, and I see you being fine on your own, and being independent and focusing on work. And I see the Nine of Pentacle, the sort of single lady who's very very happy and peaceful in her garden, and also she's got all the coins around her, so she's doing well. So you will recover, you will get over this. However, I do see that they are or still are or will continue to be on your mind. I see the moon there. And I feel that they still will continue to be on your mind because you still have hope that this relationship, or these relationship is going to work. And I haven't done more cards to know what's going to happen. But yeah, that's the short messages I'm getting initially for the earth signs. And some messages from spirit and this is directly in relation to these cards that I pulled out, is purification. It's crazy. I've got two cards and they're both dealing with some form of purification. So you have purification and purity. So I feel, the message that's coming forward is, clear your mind of, or do go out, talk to friends, or meditate to clear your mind away from these, let's just say, stories that keeps building in your head about what happened, what could you have done better, why did it mess up, over analyzing things. So I feel like the purification in your case specifically is coming up in terms of purifying the mind, letting go of these thoughts. And then the card of the unicorn comes up, and I feel in this instance the unicorn is coming up because it's reminding you of your own magic and how wonderful you are, and that you are very special, and not to forget that, because unicorns are really magical and truly special. I mean, look at them, wonderful, one of a kind, unique creature, so majestic as well. So I feel this is to remind you to have self-love for yourself, to know that you are special. Whatever happened with this person, I feel it's a fire sign, because I've got two wands. I've got the Knight of Wand and the King of Wand. And so I'm going to say, well, it could be any of the fire sign, in fact. So it could be Leo, Sagittarius, and what's the other one? Aries. So yeah, cleanse your, don't let your mind stay too much on it. Meditate if you can. try to remember how special you are. They're not there to how to say, put a prize on who you are. And if they're not with you, it doesn't mean that you're not special. Far from it. And the other message is to focus on joy, because I feel that once you start focusing on your own joy, to do things that make you happy, and of course it's going to take a bit of time, and I know it's very painful, but once you start focusing on joy and beauty, kind of give yourself some a little bit of pampering. If you're a guy, I don't know, go to the barber shop and have a new haircut. And if you're a girl, I don't know, go have a massage, or have a nice rose bath with beautiful essential oil and some nice music, and whatever you can do to bring back the joy in your life, and remembering how special you are, and to feel your beauty, and that's going to bring the passage for you. And I feel in this instance the passage is it's going to allow things to flow, and what what needs to happen will happen. And because of course I feel that you have hope, but because also the star card came out, I do feel that you know uh, there is hope. I don't want to say this is like, because I didn't ask specifically if this person's is coming back to you or not, but I feel there's hope in this instance, because I see the hope for you and in the situation. So that's kind of positive. That's my read.
Okay, this looks like very interesting one. For
Yeah.
we have already two persons in the queue, but none of them actually mentioned yet the questions. But if you can, please check if they followed us already. We have Athena and
Athena already follow us. Yes.
we have Jelly Malino.
Jelly Melly Mellow also follows us, I
Okay,
believe.
so
And
we're
if
still
you
waiting.
haven't already followed us, follow us. Otherwise, I think Urians, you already sent them the link. Not the link. Damn, the command.
Yes, I sent all already, but we are still
Yeah.
waiting for the questions. So I will share
Hello,
with you.
Athena.
I promised before, when you are doing the reading, I promised Amar to actually explain that. Amar, as I mentioned before, I was actually manifesting, manifesting one spirit with the use of the incense once. It was one of the first time I was actually trying to summon a spirit. It was quite funny because I wasn't even sure if my chakras are open even, or if I am able to do anything like that. I just simply took a nap. It was over the weekend, and then decided that I am gonna try to talk with my guide. And I took his sigil and I sat down, literally, with the candle sigil and just staring at the sigil. And I don't know how much time it took. Later, when I finished with everything, it was over 2 hours. But the moment I was doing it, I just don't know. I didn't focus on the time. I was half of the sleepy yet. I was just looking at the sigil and had burning incense. And after some moment, the sigil started changing colors. It was changing uh, from the normal black to red and green, and then was vanishing and then appearing green and so on. It was quite funny. And this is how you should properly open the sigil, actually. And then when I look at the end of the candle, I was seeing a little figure watching me. And I'm not sure if I was more scared or surprised that it worked actually. I was having open eyes, looking at that paper, and it was still there. I was moving the paper or waving it, and the figure was still there and still looking at me. It took me
Damn.
around 5 minutes. I was so surprised but I couldn't hear him or getting anything like that. He was just staring at me, and I was staring at him. And after that, I just finished the ritual. But it was it was quite funny experience for me. It took almost 2 hours, but
So,
yeah.
guys, the for if you want the reading, we haven't received the confirmation of donation yet. Um, I think it's working. So if you've already donated, just let us know so we can check because maybe the notification hasn't appeared yet. And if you haven't done it already, then go click the button, donate, and let us know. Then we can
And
do your read for you.
if you are donating, then you're receiving the reading from both of us.
Yes, Athena. When you donate, you get reading from both of us. So you get, let's just say, not only more detailed, in-depth view, but different perspective as well, which really helps.
And
So
you can donate
you
as much
can
as you want.
donate however much you want. There's no specific amount. Hello, Grim Reaper. We've missed you. You haven't been on. No, I mean we haven't really missed you because I haven't really been on.
You are there because I was
Sorry.
doing some readings and was making some streams, and you weren't there.
Where
But
have you
that
been, Grim Reaper? Where have you been all my life? No, I am really in a funny mood. So it is towards the end of the year, it's like that. Okay, and there's a lot of candle burning right now, so I can't help it. Giddy. I don't know. Do you know what it is, Amma? I'll tell you. Maybe it's this. I'm drinking right now. I don't know if you can see it. It's a Blue Lotus. You can see it here. I've got Blue Lotus flower, vervain, lavender, juniper berries. Um, um, I can't remember some other things in there. So I
she
think
was in
maybe it's
a
something
mood,
to do
not intoxicated. She's in a perfect mood.
not intoxicated, but definitely, let's just say in a relaxed mood,
That's why I said in a perfect mood for readings and for
in a good, yeah. Well, Urians, you can tell us about how Blue Lotus helps with readings.
well, I actually didn't try the Blue Lotus in my life, so I don't know how this one works. I never used it.
Well, so basically, Blue Lotus lets you, how to say, it helps you in trance work. So if you're doing channeling, or you are wanting to do lucid dreaming, or just, even just reading tarot, you're able to connect with the astral realm more so. So even though you're awake, like right now, like I am right now, not that I'm going to be hallucinating, but it is a mild psychoactive flower. But let's just say I get the visions a little bit faster and clearer. But it also makes you very, very relaxed. And I suppose happy. So either way, it helps for this work here.
I honestly wanted to try the Syrian roll once, but I had issues finding it. My friend was supposed to send it to me, but she didn't send it yet. I can only share my
Um,
experience with Heavenly Blue Morning Glory, but
oh
that
yes, Morning Glory. And that's an interesting one. By the way, you can buy it on Etsy. It's really, you can get it for really cheap on Etsy. Organic as well.
try maybe. I don't know how long it was gonna take to get into my country, but
Oh, 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 by the way, what's happened to Jelly Mellow? Jelly Melly Mellow. Jelly. I fancy to eat some jelly. Panna cotta. I would like some panna cotta, please.
Hungry. You are making me hungry now.
Waiter, please. I know. 2 panna cottas, please. Ah. Yeah, Syrian roux, I have heard of it. I never tried it. Neither have I tried the wild lettuce, but I hear this is all very good stuff.
Amar, I don't have Iranian food shop either. I'm sorry. We're in Poland. We don't
Uh,
have much stuff here.
yeah, it would be
That's why.
difficult
That's
to.
why I was actually going with the morning glory because it was something I could find.
But more,
But
I would like to try Morning Glory.
I can share my experience if you want, and if we still don't have answer from Jelly,
Jelly, give me some panna cotta. 2, please, 2 portion. Thank you.
I
Yeah.
don't see them even in viewers. So I suppose they left.
Next time, bring me my panna cotta. Thank you.
I'm not sure what about Athena. I don't see her either here.
Well, maybe they left.
Maybe they left.
Either way, I mean, I think she does need the reading. She'll probably come back at some point. Or maybe, she got disconnected. Whichever way. Tell us your story about Morning Glory. I'm very
Morning.
curious to hear that.
Okay. I wanted to try it for a while, but I wasn't feeling exactly ready, and I decided to do that after I spent a month in US. And I was like coming back on the Saturday afternoon, and on the night I was taking it. So I was not only tired from the travel, but I was kind of out of space in general, and this was why I wanted to try it on this day because it will be having the stronger effect on me. So I decided to prepare it, and I was soaking it in water, and then I was trying to powder it. But unfortunately, if you're trying to powder that
When
in
you say
another,
powder, do you mean like in flour? Like it's a flour that you powder, or is it like a
you're
herb?
you're using the seeds, and they are very strong.
Ah,
So
the seeds.
when you are using them mortal, it's like pretty hard to actually powder them, and I had issue to powder them. And because I was kind of doing that in a place my family lives, and they for sure wouldn't be very happy for seeing me doing that. I didn't want to use any tools I found in the kitchen except the tools I had for myself here. And okay, I decided, okay, if I cannot do that with the powder, I will just simply eat them. And I decided to chew them. That's something I am gonna tell you. Don't ever do that. This tastes horrible, honestly horrible.
I
But
was
I
going to say any seeds that you would chew, unless it's like fennel or
it was
aniseed
just
or
like
something like that.
eating. It was more like eating earth, literally. Some sort of
Yikes!
feeling like that.
Yikes!
But I did decide after a few that I can't stomach them, so I just literally just took them, literally. And I decided that okay, it's gonna be fine. And I told my friend that I am going to do it, so in case I need a healing, I know that he was going to do that for me. And okay, he knew about these areas, so he could prepare himself and so on. And I did it. And at the start, there was nothing, not
What sort
changing.
of effect? What effect would you say it, gave you?
I will tell you. But just let me continue the story, please. It was like no
Yeah.
effect. And then after 5 10 minutes, I was lying on my bed and I felt a wave coming. I couldn't move my body at all. I couldn't do anything. I was aware that spirits are standing next to me, but the dose was too little for me to see them. I could sense them. I could see some sort of shadows moving, but I didn't saw too much. It was like I was able to see the veil, literally like a liquid energy, but I couldn't see exactly details. At the same time, I was having a wave of emotions. So I was getting all emotions I was repressing, or anger, depression, anything like that, whatever I was literally repressing in myself at the time, it came like a one huge wave into me, literally. I was feeling all that emotions at once, the different kinds of emotions like anger, hate, and sadness, pain, anything like that at once. And this wave was like 30 minutes. For me, when I was in this state, it was like snap of a finger, literally. It was snap coming, snap leaving. And when I was looking at the time, talking to my friend, it was like 30 minutes has passed. And then it was fine. I could move myself, I could talk, I could do whatever. And then again, 15 minutes, snap, another wave of emotions, another kind of emotions this time, the repressed ones. And again, these emotions in general and the word thoughts, like whatever you are thinking about yourself when you are depressed and so on, everything like that at once. And again, you couldn't move myself yourself, you couldn't do anything, you are just facing these emotions and these thoughts at once. And then again, snap, 30 minutes has passed and you could do everything you wanted. And then it took the third wave took a little longer, it was like 30 minutes. And then another wave, again you don't move, and then you're simply seeing all or your darker self, literally. I'm not sure if that was my darker self or my shadow self or both of them at once, but I was feeling all that kind of stuff at once, everything, my life lessons, my patterns, everything like that at once. And still the spirits were trying to talk, I suppose, because it was like I was aware they are next to me, I was aware they are touching me, I could feel them touching me, and I couldn't hear them. I could just barely see them, but I couldn't hear them. And all that waves were coming and leaving. It was like 3 or 4 waves like that. I'm not sure, but there was a pretty long one with the shadow one. And then another wave, I could do everything. And then before the another wave came, my stomach gave up. So I spent the next 6 hours literally in the toilet, throwing them up. That's not something I want to actually tell anyone. My friend at the time was trying to heal me, the long distance healing, and I remember seeing his higher self standing next to me and my mind guide standing next to me. I could literally see them back then, even if this was for a short moment. And they were trying both to heal me, and they were annoyed. Well, at least my guide was annoyed. My friends one was like, okay, I don't care. But then I remember having 3 waves like that again, like 5 10 minutes, you are fine. Then you are in the toilet, then you are fine, then you are in the toilet, and so on. And then my friend's higher self literally said, one more time and we are finished and it's going to pass. And yeah, and moment later, I was literally again having the same stuff. And then actually it passed. And I woke up later and it was like nothing had happened. Like I had no hangover, I had no feelings, nothing at all. I just my stomach was a little painful, and that was it. So it was really interesting one, but yeah, I wouldn't say try that with empty stomach or something. I was trying to do
Don't
that
try it
again.
at home. Do not try it at home. Don't be like
Yeah.
Urians. No, I'm joking. Hey, Queen of Wands, welcome. You
Hello,
joined the
universe.
queue and follow. Just follow, and you get your first read because I believe you are the first. Well, you are a new follower, I believe. Hello, hello, hello. The
And
Urians, you.
I suppose Styrian rule is used also in ayahuasca at some point, but I wasn't trying the ayahuasca either. I was just trying that, and that was enough for me to try.
I I wouldn't. I don't know if I want to try it. It's off to your story.
Well, I can say that Morning Glory is having something like natural LSD, and it's stronger than the LSD. Yeah, obviously LSD is not making you sit in the bed and can't move. But from my
Oof.
friend who actually was taking the LSD, it has similar effects, but LSD is softer. This one was harsh and was more natural. So I am not sure if I want to try any like that again. I was trying actually using the plants one more time when I had to deal with something specific for my shadow working, but it didn't work for me. But at the same time, my stomach didn't want to actually accept that seeds, and that might be also the reason I never ever tried the seeds again. So, but that was interesting experience, I can say. I can
Sounds very
say
much.
there are better ways to actually see spirits than taking that. But I faced pretty much of my emotions back then. That was very personal.
It
And
seems
Queen of
like
the Volunteers, you are able to ask your own questions. We're just waiting for your question, and you might actually need to follow us. I'm not sure if you followed us already or not.
we haven't seen the notification yet, but it could be delayed. So just let us know if you already followed. Do, 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 do. I
Okay,
wonder, do they
let's.
have it in powdered form, this Morning Glory?
No, I didn't found the powder. I just found the seeds. But in theory, you could soak them in something because I learned later that way my stomach behave was because the seeds in general are soaked in some sort of poison for worms to don't eat them or something like that. This is why it's not really good to eat them in general or try them like that. But my friend managed to somehow reduce this effect. But again, the seeds are weaker than, so you might actually need a stronger dose for them. But I am not gonna try that again. So I will just leave it like that. Uh, but what the morning glory? As much as I know, morning glory is natural flower which you can literally grow.
I think if
At
you
least
grow them and have it yourself, then that's fine. But I think buying it perhaps might be, there's some restrictions to it, perhaps in different countries.
there are no restriction in Europe, as much as I know. And my
USA
friend,
is a little bit different.
yeah, but my friend in the US was growing them, and he bought them in the shop. So, but I suppose
Hmm.
maybe it depends where.
Well, if you, probably the easiest thing is grow them yourself or just buy the
Yeah.
seeds. Well, we know that Amar in Amsterdam, there's just not. What is it that you can't get in the, in that arena?
Well, I would love to go to ayahuasca, but I don't think I can. So maybe I should visit Amar one day.
Yeah, he'll take you to all the coffee shops and the what is it called? Smart shop, Amar? The one where you can buy mushrooms and that sort of thing.
Queen of the Vals, I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I never bothered to ask him about that. And we're simply talking about general experience, but I am pretty sure you can actually buy them online. You should be able to buy them online. They are like literally normal flowers. At least in Poland, they are pretty common here, growing. And I remember having them in the garden when I was a child. So I didn't knew then how you can use them. Probably I would save the seed.
The the morning glory in the UK is very, very common. Um, but yeah, blue lotus, however, is a lot harder to get to get
Well, I never tried
and to
to.
grow them as well.
Did you try to grow it?
No, because I haven't got the seeds, and that's another story. I don't think it's as easy to get the blue lotus seed as, just your usual other flowers. And I think because obviously it's well, I think grows in hotter places. You may need to grow it with lights indoors or something. Oh wow! Yeah, well in Amsterdam they have all sorts of flowers, so not too surprised. Oh, okay, we've got the question. My question is about asking for the universe about some advice on my emotional control path. Sometimes I get emotional and don't really see what the opportunity is, and I was wondering what the universe would guide me to know to maybe help me out. No problem. Um, yes, pick your reader, please.
You need to choose one of us, and then we'll be doing your course.
You can go to About area, and there is a little short bio of the readers, and you can also join Discord, and there's more information on there.
And now I am tempted to go and visit Amsterdam, but I wasn't going to Amsterdam at all, so.
Queen of Wands, we're so used to it. Just take your pick. It's fine.
It's either one or
Close your
two.
eyes. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're both drawn to reading for you, so you decide.
Or
I
if you
think maybe
can
they feel
send it,
bad
Jasmine.
sometimes if they pick one over another, but please don't feel bad.
I'm just going to take my cat from my Xmas tree. Just give me a second.
Kitty at play again.
I made a cat-proof Xmas tree, Lily, so he can't really destroy it. But still, I don't want him to kick it out.
Okay. Okay. Would that be Anki? Me? Because I do not remember if it was me or Urian's. I think I read your question.
I think so too.
Okay.
So just
Okay. I will mute my mic whilst I start the shuffling. Amar, channelings. Yes, yes. But the channelings, I need to tune into voices to get information. So, Twitch is not the best platform for it because I do not hear people's voices, it's just text. And I don't tend to do, unless, say I'm doing the reading and, I'm getting a channeling. Obviously, my guides have come forward to give me extra information for that particular person because they need it. But otherwise, for me, the best way is always voice, because then I tune into your voice and then they connect to it and get the information. Okay, I'm going to start shuffling, and maybe Urians can tell us a couple of stories in the meantime.
yeah, I think so. Well, what kind of story I might tell you? I'm not sure what is the most interesting one. I remember once I was having some sort of a discussion with a friend of mine about a spirit who came from the other universe in general. And I was wondering if one specific pantheon is also from the other universe. And I remember I was just mentioning it in the conversation. In a minute later, I had one of the spirits, the gatekeeper, coming around and was like, "Come on, I will show you, I will show you." I was like, "But wait, what do you want to show me? I am in work, literally in the work. I was just having a break." And he was like, "I will show you answers to your question. Just come on, come on. I will just open your portal." But boy, we are in the middle of the office with 40 people here. How you want to open the portal here? I just opened it. And I was like, but I can't even meditate with or getting into that portal right now. Can we do that when I am home? Okay, okay. But whenever you leave the work, I am there. And for me, going to from work to home is like 30 minutes. And now imagine you finish work exactly at 3 p.m. At 3:01, you have his name in your mind calling you because he wants you already going into the portal. And he keeps continue that every 5 minutes until you get from work to home. But yeah, he answered my question and he showed me everything what I wanted to know about that. That was very interesting experience in general because no one else was trying to actually open a portal in my office before, and they never ever did it again. But I can say that yeah, my answer was positive. They wasn't from this universe in general, and he was literally taking me into some sort of a space in between, which he holds like a gate, and showing me how everything looks in their side. That was very interesting experience, honestly. That might be actually something to try again, but well, Queen of the Vents, I am working with many spirits and they often come and go, but no one was trying to open huge portal in my office. So yes, they might be opening the portals to getting into me or standing around me, and that is opening a portal at some point. But he was opening literal portal like a gate, and I could feel that gate open next to me, literally. And I saw that some people sensed it. They are not exactly a psychics or anything like that, but their intuition showed them that there is something there because they were like kind of behaving weirdly. So I had not only a portal, but they had to deal with locking it. And Eagle One, if you want a reading, you can follow us. And once you are following us, please join the queue, write your question, and choose your reader. Then you will be getting the reading. Anki is right now doing her first reading. Okay, so you can join the queue and write your question. Okay, my camera dropped. Just give me a second. I am getting it back on place. And yes, you are getting your reading. It's just Anki's shuffling the cards right now. So just give me a second. I will set the camera back because it dropped. I'm not sure how much you can see it. Let me see.
Hello, Queen of Wands. Are you still with us?
Yes, she was asking if she's still getting the readings.
Okay, yes. So, Queen of Wands. So, it's interesting the cards I got because they're sort of telling me a little bit more about you. And so, first card I got was the Sun in the reverse. So, I feel for me, with regards to you, especially when you're talking about your emotion, I feel that sometimes, even when good things happen for you, um, the sun upright would be like this, a good opportunity or something happens to you, you would see it for what it is. But in your case, maybe something good happens to you and maybe you don't see it as clearly as you should. So you're seeing the sun in the reverse. And the reason for that is the Two of Sword, which is, you see the girl there, there's the sea behind her, which is representing emotion. And she's got two swords across her. Basically, she's saying, no, 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 I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. And she's got a blindfold on. She's refusing to see the situation for what it really is. And I'm going to say don't beat yourself up about it, because it's quite, a lot of people do that, especially people who are sensitive, um, can get in this situation where they, let's just say, I know it's definitely linked to emotion, because you see the moon there, and then the water. So obviously a lot of emotion being connected there. But you're sitting there, and you've put the blindfold on yourself, and you're like, no, no, no one is going to hurt me. No one is going to get through to me. I'm not letting anyone get through. What what has happened to you and your experiences that have made you feel defensive or feel the need to protect yourself? Because this is kind of like a protective stance. If you look quite clearly there, she's sitting there and she's like, no, no, no one's going to get close to me, no one's going to hurt me. So is it the fear of getting hurt that makes her put her blindfold on? A sort of a how to say, like not a paranoia, I'm not going to use that word, but perhaps a fear of getting hurt. And because a person who's already emotional obviously doesn't want to get hurt, so maybe it's easier for them to put the blindfold on and then put the two sword across and go, no, 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 I don't want to deal with it, I don't want to see it for what it is. And then I see this guy here, okay, defense again. This guy is setting up his sticks on the ground to protect himself. He's like, who's going to be attacking me? No, 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 I'm going to set up my defense. So I'm looking at your card. I feel the defense is talking to me quite a bit, and I feel, and I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but I feel it's to do with control. See, the Emperor coming up in your card is showing me, you know, could be a paternal figure in your life, like a father figure that has, excuse me, oof, maybe repressed your, oh, my throat just went funny. Maybe repressed you some in one in what? Excuse me, repressed you in one way or another, and maybe you have felt difficulty in expressing your emotions, and your emotion have had to been repressed for a while, and maybe due to the fact that your emotion has been repressed, nowadays when things happen you become overly emotional because of that previous repression, whether that was an authority figure, a male figure, like a father figure, or it could just simply be the the control that you try to have around your life. So, are you trying to control your reality a little bit too much, maybe? So, these are questions to ask yourself. Am I controlling my reality, or have I been repressed from communicating my emotion from people that were close to me when I was younger or as I grew up? Because these are important questions to ask yourself. And then I get the card of family, and I feel that your emotional situation that you have is somehow connected to your family. Could it be your, again, the repressing you from expressing your emotion, or maybe it's not okay to express emotion. or perhaps even an emotional family, though I'm not feeling so much an emotional family. Then the advice for, oops, oh no, there's one more card in the tarot. So we see here the two people left out in the cold. Again, I feel, could it be what you're defending yourself against is from being left out in the cold? Could it be that experiences that you've had, you felt rejected in one way or another? You felt like everyone has managed to get into the church, but here you are outside the church, hurt and in the cold, alone. So you need to work on the feeling of rejection. What has caused you to feel rejected in your life? What has caused you to feel not accepted? Because I feel the source of that emotion, the emotions are a symptom as well. It is not just like, oh well, the emotion just come and I have no idea from where they come from. There are reasons for the emotions to come to express themselves in such a strong manner that it clouds your judgment and doesn't allow you to see opportunity. What hurt have you experienced, and what rejections have you had that's made you feel like that? So can you mute your mic, Urians, please? Thank you. So it's something to consider, um, you know, beyond the rejection and also the defense. Are you defending yourself from getting hurt because you feel, because you have felt rejected or not wanted or left out in the cold, that you need to sort of somehow defend yourself, and the emotions just somehow take over as a defense mechanism? Then I see for you before I go into the advice, there's one more card. The water fairy came up, and obviously the water fairy is connected to feelings and emotion. So of course, okay, so we're going to deal with you're an emotional person. You feel emotional, and how do you see the truth? Well, first of all, you need to deal with this rejection feeling that you have inside yourself, and you need to give yourself a lot more love, and also you need to find a retreat, a means of retreat. And what I mean by that is, start with doing some meditation. So when you're feeling, say, I'm just going to give you an example. You got your grades and they weren't very good grades, and you're like, or maybe the grades weren't that bad, but you just saw it very quickly. Say it was I don't know, 55% or something, and for you instantly was like, oh my god, like I fucking failed and this is terrible, etc., etc. Instead of looking at the good side, which is, okay, it's over 50%. That's good. That's a pass in most, well, depends where it is, but generally speaking, over 50% is better than, it's more than 50, so that's good. It's closer to 100. Could you not be so harsh on yourself, and could you take some time out? Because Sanctuary is telling you, take time out. So whenever you're confronted with a situation, withdraw. Okay, go to a place where you feel safe, because Sanctuary is a is like a retreat place. So a retreat place is a place where you go when you don't feel safe. Could that be your bedroom, a special place in your house, garden, nature? I don't know, a place where you feel safe. So first of all, before the moment you start feeling the emotion, retreat. Go to your safe place. Find your safe place. Create a safe place if you need it. if you need to create a safe place. That's your first step. Create your safe place. And then the next step is the Lady of the Lake. So the Lady of the Lake tells you to look at the absolute truth, to have the courage to look at the truth, to give yourself self-respect and the responsibility. In your case, I feel that beyond having that retreat is to do some, how to say, like a short meditation, some deep breath work, okay? Deep inhaling, exhaling, just to get some air into your brain. And what that's going to do is just calm things down. And it works really well, especially if you do the Wim Hof technique. You can find it on YouTube. Wim Hof breathing technique. So retreat, do breathing, find out how to do Wim Hof breathing technique, because it sort of asks you to hold the breath in your head for a while. And what happens is that, you know, there's a lot more blood circulating and things like that, and it will just calm your emotion and release certain happier chemicals in your mind, which will then allow you to see the truth. Yeah, when you're more calm, it will prevent you from making impulsive decision. It will prevent you from hurting yourself or others. So yeah, make sure that you do the breath work, and make sure you check out Wim Hof. And what else do I have? I have also, yeah, check out what Amar said. Dragon breath is amazing too, and I know you can find it on YouTube. Maybe Amar can even recommend the link from YouTube if Amar has it. Then your next advice is flow. Now, flow is also to accept. I feel what is also happening, because you know I get information on the side as well, together with the cards. So even though the cards may look one way, I also get other information. So yeah, is how I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, flow. So you want to, when you're in this particular situation where you're being faced with something and you're getting very emotional, you want to also accept that you're an emotional being. Yeah, you need to accept that you can be emotional, because I feel what's happening a little bit at the moment is you're battling with yourself a little bit, and it's not going to help you. I promise you, it's not going to help you if you battle with yourself and you're like, oh, and put yourself down because, oh, I'm too emotional, I'm too this, I'm too that, and talk down about yourself. It's not going to help, because what's going to happen is like you're going to push against the flow of things. So you don't want to do that. Do the acceptance, you know. Okay, you are emotional, accept it first, be okay with it. Okay, that is how you are. And then, you know, then you retreat to your little special safe place. Then you do your breath work. Okay, calm your mind for a little bit. Then allow the information that has reached you to then flow into your consciousness or into your mind. And then you will be able to look at it more objectively. And this is they want me to tell you this. They want me to tell you that don't be too scared, because you see there's a lot of water here. Don't be too scared. I don't know if you can see this. This is a waterfall. You know, this is like emotion town. You know, with a rainbow. So it's the guides want you to know that, understand that your emotions are very powerful, especially water emotion is terribly powerful. They're telling you that if you can master your emotion, okay, in the right way, you can perform miracles in your life. Okay, literally manifest miracles. If you use your emotion in a controlled fashion, you can do well. You know, I can't stated better than miracles. And how you can go about doing that, for example, say you want to manifest a boyfriend. Okay, this is just a stupid example, but okay, say for example you want to manifest a boyfriend. You could start thinking about the type of person that you want in your life, and then cry of joy. Yeah, when you think about this person that you want to manifest, cry of joy, as if they're already in your life. Like how would you feel if they're already into your life? And start letting your emotion flow, and but make sure it's joy and not sadness, because you don't want to you know reverse your manifestation. You want to bring in your manifestation. So cry of joy and think of them. And I promise you, with the amount of water flow that I'm seeing, and it's no coincidence that they wanted to give you that message, to remind you that within your emotion there is strength and power, because you can manifest miracles if you know how to use your emotions correctly. Okay, I hope this reading, it was a bit of a long reading. I'm sorry. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful and that it resonated with you.
Okay, do you hear me now?
I do, but I don't know if I hear you on Twitch.
Okay, so you have one more reading, and I have one more reading. So I suppose
Okay.
my one is
Is
already
it
prepared, so I
okay?
can.
Maybe you go first. Can I ask you, did they follow already?
They said yes, but you can verify.
Is it eagle feather snake venom?
Yeah, this is your reading,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and for me
Eagle
it
feather, have you followed? Is that a yes?
it's Chloe.
Okay.
I believe they followed because I see more followers than we had before.
I don't know why the alerts are not working.
I don't know, but we can check that later. But okay, I will be going first with it's Chloe, I suppose. And okay, Chloe, you were asking about your love life for the new year. So I suppose it's kind of very interesting here. You have I was getting the cards from my oracle, the Black Moon one, and it's looking like some sort of an changes for you. The first card is the Yacht, the Destiny card. I hope you see it. This is the Destiny card. So your destiny is going to actually show up for you, and is also going to bring some sort of changes. The Yacht in general is being part of the clip of, sorry, not clip of the Sephiroth, and it's literally showing that whatever is happening right now is going to happen because it was supposed to happen. So you're probably going into some sort of on path working right now, and you are supposed to seeing and meeting people whom you are supposed to meet because they will trigger specific things in you and learn specific lessons. So whatever is going to happen is because it was planned for you, not because it's just something randomly happening. Everything is making sense. You are on the correct path right now, And this is exactly what the destiny card is showing for us. And there is much of the influence here coming from the planets, from your astrological chart in general, and they are all manifesting in this destiny right now. It can be chaotic, it can be hard, and sometimes you will be feeling like it's not really making much of the sense, but you should remember that this is your destiny. There's also another card, the Sagittarius card. Here, okay. And trying to see on which place to place it so you can see it. And this card literally says, I see. Sorry. And whenever this card appears, is like you should be seeing your destiny, you should be aware of it, and you should be also being aware that everything is set on the place. Try to see your lessons. Whatever happens, try to see your lessons, try to see whatever is happening, and try to understand the patterns, try to see whatever pattern you can and why they are there. Sometimes when you are changing your perspective is exactly what you need in order to actually understand the lesson. So try to change your perspective. And there is also the Grand Cross, the provoker. So it's gonna be a hard time. It's gonna be provoking. It's going to be some sort of a change. But the Grand Provoker here is showing that you're in a way of transforming your life. So yes, there will be love and there will be triggers. They may be not very easy relationship for you, but this is because it was all planned and because it's going to actually help you with everything around you. And I am getting also three more cards from this oracle. There is a Capricorn I use. So you're going to use this energy. And I'm getting like I have the three of them. I use, change, and I have. Literally. So they are all connected. You're using this energy of this provoker to bring the change you need. You're bringing, you're using the energy. You're using whatever is going to stand on your way to actually being able to transform at some point. And this is also going to happen in your love life. So this energy of this using is not that bad. It's not something that you are going to use people or something. It's more that you are using the specific energy to bring some sort of a change, because the next card here is the change. So you have lunar eclipse, the change card, and this card is literally showing that the change is happening. So whatever you want being changed is going to happen. You're going to bring the change and your love life is going to be changed. It might be challenging for you in this year, but it's because you're going over some sort of a transformation, and this transformation brings you more positive things, because the last card here is I have. And whenever this card appears, it's like you will be stable with whatever you have, whatever you feel like, and whatever energy you enjoy. Actually, you're going to have it. You're going to have whatever you want. You're going to manifest your desires. You're going to have this happiness here, and you're going to actually use this I have for your own wishes. So yes, there will be love, even if this will be challenging. But right now, I can also bring some more here. We are getting the hand of cards. So this is the card from the love oracle. This one is showing that you are supposed to bring a change. You're taking a risk, taking a chance, and you're focusing on your options, and you are literally running into this transformation. So you should be focusing on this transformation. Don't be afraid, even if this will be hard for you. Don't be afraid, even if this is challenging, because this Grand Provoker is showing that it's something triggering your karma, triggering your lessons, but at the same time, once you will step into it, you will be bringing this change you need. And we also have here two more cards. One from the Whispers of Healing, and this card is literally saying transform. So you're going, as I mentioned, this is again showing that you are going over this transformation, and that you are literally bringing the change for yourself. And can you feel the importance of what is happening for you? This is the most important. If you feel the change, if you believe in yourself and your abilities to create the change in yourself, so when you want to actually bring this change in your love life, you will need to actually go over this transformation and just jump into this water. Don't, it shouldn't matter if this is simple or not, or if something pleasant or not. Just jump into it, bring this change, and then everything will be alright, because this is exactly your destiny. This is what was planned for you. And the last card here is going to show you what could help you. And the question from the soul deck is, what is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? So this is your question. What you want and what is stopping you? I will read you the end of the card. What story are you telling yourself? When you think about your dreams, what is the first limiting thought that comes to your mind? If you are not living in the life you desire, it's because a part of you doesn't believe it's possible. It's time to upgrade. Look your belief in the eye. Where did it come from? What new beliefs are ready to adapt in this place? How will this change your results? Remember, your belief is the root of your result. Own it, heal it, upgrade it. So, whatever is stopping you is a good place to actually start asking your question. It's a good place to trying to start with this change. This all is connected. So you're going to answer your question, you will trigger your destiny, you will trigger your change, and in the end, you will receive the most important relationship you want, because you will be facing this sort of an issues you have for now, but in the future, you wouldn't have to face them anymore. So it will be more friendly for you, it will be easier for you, and once you will get into the relationship, it will be way more stable, way more easy for you, and you will be also way more happy. So this is my reading for you, Chloe. I hope it helped you. If you have any questions, let me know. I am happy it helped. So Anki, if you're ready, you can go ahead.
Okay. Eagle, are you still here? Hello,
Yes, they
hello. Great.
actually.
Um, my basically, I did a bit of an all-rounder. When you said ventures, did you mean business ventures or just general ventures in your life, like personal, business, and that sort of thing? Okay, okay, so all sorts of ventures. Okay, so first off, I see the Four of Wand, which is normally the card of stability and sort of a good foundation, to be upside down. So I feel that currently things are not very. Your foundation's a little bit shaky, I'm going to have to say. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because I see good things afterward with plenty of advice. But you know, your current foundation is not where it should be. It's not secure. It's not solid. So, however, I see in the near future that the ventures that you are going to be dealing with, or continuing general ventures in your life, will be stable, will be solid, yeah, and long term. But currently, it's not. But in the future, I see it being so, because you know the Pentacles. Uranus, do you mind muting your mic, please? Um, in the future, you will, um, yeah, reap the benefits of your, you know, the ventures in your life. That you can't get better than the Ten of Pentacles, really. That's like family, inheritance, stability, You have the old man, the woman and man, dog and children, and the money. So yeah, it is showing me that for work, you're going to be on the work front. Things are going to work quite well for you. You will keep getting offers of work, but of course you need to keep putting your energy in and going for it, and things will work out quite well. The hand from the sky giving you that wand shows me sort of perhaps a little bit of unexpected opportunities, not completely unexpected, because I also see the pentacle showing me that there's some sort of work that you're going to be putting in, so you can get these opportunities come to you, not just manifesting out of thin air. I also see the Knight of Wand here, and this knight is actually taking action. He's on his horse. His horse, as you can see, is like, jumping up in the air, and he's ready for action. So the ventures that you are... Okay, sorry, I just received a message, and I just want to make sure that I read that right. Yeah. So yeah, what was I saying? I get distracted when I receive messages and I'm doing a reading. Yeah, you're going to be taking action, and you need to be taking action, especially with regards to your ventures. You can't just sit at home on, comfortably and not take action, and expect your ventures to go well. You must take action. Okay, this is a fire sign, so you could be a fire sign or maybe not, but yeah, in fact you could be also an earth sign, but I see quite a few ones here, so that's why I say that. With regards to general advice, you're being told that so that your ventures in life in general is successful, ensure that you build a solid foundation. So you have the... And it's funny, right, that they're telling you this, because this is a different deck, and as you can see, the first card, which was the foundation card, is in the reverse, so it's not balanced, not a solid foundation, and it's telling you that foundation. Yeah, this is the earth fairy. So I feel for you, it's you need to ground your energy. Ensure that your physical health is well. Do the exercise if you need to, because once you are healthy in your mind and in your energy, then it's going to be easier for you to set up your foundation again to be upright as opposed to downright. You're being encouraged on this journey, or being told on this journey, have courage. Have courage. The ventures, your general ventures in life, whatever that may be, business, family, health, any of it, it's telling you have courage. Okay, have courage, take action, always be on the go, always be doing something, actively do these actions so you can take or make this opportunity come to you, right? So you can have this successful business venture or intimate venture. That could be interpersonal relationships, however that may be, with friends or family or lovers. And so yeah, have courage, be patient. Yeah, Spirit's telling you, have patience. It's not gonna be overnight that all your ventures are going to be successful. So be patient with it. It's very important. So have courage, be patient. They are showing me... Oh, where's these other cards? My cards are getting mixed up. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to show you that one as well. Yeah, and you need to do some healing. Okay, that's really important. These are two different decks, but I understand it quite clearly in your case, you have the snake. It's interesting, isn't it? Because you've got eagle, snake venom in your name, and the snake card came out, then the phoenix. You need to do some healing. There's some healing work that you need to do. And why I'm saying that is because I see the transmutation card. There's some lower energies that you know has been with you or has been in your life, and that could simply just be, I feel the way you perceive things, because I have the card of perception here, and therefore to heal yourself is to acknowledge your shadows. Yeah, because the phoenix rises from the ashes, and in the ash it's shadow. And you can already see it's very dark at the bottom. At the top there's light, but at the bottom there's shadow. What shadow work have you been avoiding, not doing, not facing? And how has it altered your perception? That's quite important to note. So you need to transmute these lower energies, or work on your shadows, do the healing work, so that your perception may become clearer. I feel there has been some issues with possibly family. Now, family can be anything, could be friends, family, lover, however it resonates with you, or even a group of people that you work with, but that you find yourself very close with. It's important that you're able to balance all sides out, and to be able to perceive clearly, maybe without necessarily the input of everybody. Sometimes there can be too many cooks in the kitchen. If you decide, for example, I want to invest in these shares, okay, I see this company is doing quite well and I want to invest in these shares. Are you going to be listening to 10 different people telling you their opinion about these shares, or are you going to do your own research and basing your investment on your research and a little bit of what people around you are telling you? I think it may be wise to to listen to you, okay, and other people. So have like a combination, but your perception. How do you see things? How do you see things? Is your perception being clouded by people around you? So consider that. And when you're dealing with any ventures in your life, sometimes it's good to listen to advice, but sometimes it's not. It doesn't help. I'll give you an example. If say you go to a reader, okay, this is a bad example for us, but I'm just gonna be like gonna use that example anyway, because there's a lot of situation with readers that this can happen. You go to a reader and they say to you, oh, you have no future with this person. I mean, that's probably a bad reader to, number one, telling you that. They should give you, yeah, I mean, they could, maybe they see that, I don't know. But if they said, okay, you don't have a future with this person, but you feel you have a future with this person, right? Are you going to listen to the reader, or are you going to listen to yourself? Question mark. This is why I'm telling you that sometimes there's too many cooks in the kitchen. So, with regards to your ventures, sometimes you may be the best judge of how to proceed with regard to the ventures in your life. So, yes, it's good to have people around you to advise you, but there is such thing as bad advice. So be wary of that. Perception or discernment. It's coming up as perception, but it's actually discernment. Be make sure that you hold discernment in any ventures that you're going to be going into. Yeah, consider it wisely, calmly, with ground yourself, etc. And yeah, don't forget to heal all that stuff. And then the advice for you in dealing, oops, I had the communication card. The card of communication came up for you. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. The card of communication and diplomacy came up for you. So with guidance with regards to generally your ventures, I feel be considerate with the way that you communicate with people. Understand that in life, with everything that you do, you have to communicate with people. So make sure that when you're communicating with people, that you do it with gentleness and diplomacy, like the deer. See? The deer. The deer is neutral to an extent, but not unfeeling. He's not cold. The deer is warm. There's compassion with the deer. That's why it's gentleness involved. If tomorrow I say I needed $2, for example, and I went to somebody and I said, "Hey, give me $2." Likelihood of me getting those $2 are not very good. Maybe they would, you never know. But, the chances are more on your side if you were to use diplomacy and maybe explain your situation to them. I left my wallet at home. I need to buy this ticket. I really need $2 at the moment. Perhaps I could take your bank details, or I don't know, whatever method I could, give you your money back. Would you consider it? I'd really appreciate it. You see, in that there's diplomacy, there's gentleness, there's all of it, right? So communication is really important, in business, in a personal relationship, in just about every aspect of your life, communication is important. So consider, how is it that you're currently communicating with the world? How can you better your communication with the world? And who do you need to communicate with as well? Have you left some communication unanswered? Whether that is emails, text, could be any forms of communication. But yeah, make sure that you deal with all types of communication with gentleness and diplomacy. Be like the deer, the deer. And for you, I do see good things with regards to your life, because at the bottom of the deck you have the sun. So your ventures will go well. Yeah. You will possibly, obviously it's going to be a journey, because, with the cards that I'm seeing, with the need to ground, rebuild your foundation, courage, patience, making sure that your discernment is key, is sharp, transmuting your shadow, looking at your shadow, healing and everything else. At the end, yes, you'll be rewarded with the sun. You will get abundances in your life. That's my reading for you.
Okay, we have one more person in the queue, but they didn't follow us yet, I suppose, and they didn't write the question too. So
Okay, well, after that, we should go.
yeah, we should go. And Casper, if you are here, please follow us and write your question, because we still will be leaving soon. And if you don't do that in nearest 2 minutes, I suppose we'll be simply leaving. Okay, so you followed, and can you write your question and choose your reader, please? You can verify the following, please. Okay, so I suppose maybe I will be doing that love reading. You just okay. You want Anki. Okay. Anki.
Actually, because Urian's already started shuffling.
Maybe I will be just doing that and will be finished.
Next time, Casca, I'm happy to do your read for you, but Urian's already started shuffling, and it would be rude of me to tell her like, "Hey, stop shuffling and let me do it." Hope you
Um,
understand.
yeah, it's like Anki just made two readings right now, so it would be also good to give her a break to speak, I suppose.
Thank you also for that. I just need to get a little bit of water if you guys don't mind. I'll be back.
I am just shuffling the cards, so please stay with me, and I am just going to do that reading. And and deck, and I am going to analyze it. Okay, so, Kaskar, about your love reading. The first card we have is the heart in a key, with a key. So this is opening yourself for love. You're open for love. You want to meet somebody. You want to actually be loved at this point. But the second card standing here is not enough. So you probably feel at some point like you're not enough, that you're afraid of getting to this relationship, some sort of an emotions like that. There seems to be some sort of a shadow working issue here, and I don't know if this connects with the past relationships or something, but at some point you don't feel like you're enough to actually having a relationship. But the cards are also saying that there is the paradise coming, so there is happiness, joy, and new love coming to you, and it will be coming soon. But you still need to do some sort of a healing. Actually, it's funny because both here I am getting healing from the Chiron card. This is the astrology card. I was asking in general for what might help you with the love situation in general, and there is a Chiron healing. So again, you need to do some sort of a healing, and this might be connected with this not enough card. I was suggest going here with the shadow working and why you feel like you're not enough, why you feel like there is something blocking you. And the same with the healing cards. There is a card of learning. So if you go with this healing, try to see the patterns, try to see what you need to learn from this lesson, why you feel you're not enough. This is some sort of a lesson for you. So you might actually need to change your perspective for general way of behaving towards others. And when I am also looking here, I am getting another card, and this card is my soul card, soul question. And the question is, what can I burn? So whenever you're going to heal yourself, you're going to cut some sort of bonds, you're going to cut some sort of attachment. And it doesn't matter if these are people or emotions or you have to let go of something. It was a lesson for you. Now it's time to close the chapter because it's like you are not you want to have some sort of a love and you want to be happy in love and be in this paradise, but at the same time you're having the bonds which are locking you, this sort of an attachment. Either They are memories or emotions or simply a person who is following you still, and you didn't close this chapter correctly yet. So now is the perfect time to actually learn your lesson from that time and heal yourself about everything like that and burn that bond. Burn everything which doesn't serve you. And don't look back. At this point you are not supposed to looking back. And I will read you the meaning of the card too, because this is something which is sometimes very important. Burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism. The images that run through your head that reminds of what you did wrong and the proof that you are not enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling. It's time for a rebirth. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your wings are ready. Use them. Make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick your pen. What will your next chapter looks like? So again, it's literally even saying that burn what makes you feel like you are not enough. So this is exactly here. Burn past, break these connections, burn the bridges, and let yourself heal because you are stopping yourself from being healed. And at this point, this not being enough is actually hurting you and not letting you see what is needed for you to actually heal here. I'm just trying to get one more card for you right now fast. So this card is here, and this is saying the fifth house. With the trust of a child, fun, romance, and making art. Do it dramatically. So you're just going to actually going to focus on yourself, focus on everything you want, bonded bonds, be dramatic, be fast, just make it right now, right here. Don't overthink it. You simply just do it, and then the fun and the romance and everything else is going to come back because you will be free. You will be free like the child which is actually trying to express itself, being free like a free person, and don't let the past actually affect you because right now this past is blocking you, even if this love is around, even if you feel ready for it, but at the same time you are blocking yourself because of your shadow. So some sort of a shadow working here about this not being enough might be something which will be good, but right now that's it. You are in a step before getting a new relationship, so it's very important for you to actually go with this shadow and working on that not feeling enough. So I suppose that's my reading for you, and I suppose we will be slowly finishing this stream today because the time for us is already running out a little bit.
Yes, we have to go now, but thank you guys um, for
For
your
watching
patience,
us.
for watching, and hope to see you soon. Wishing you, well, we're going to be on again on Saturday, all three of us. So join us on Saturday. If you haven't already, join us on Discord. Our link did expire last week, but I put it back to being non-expirable, if that's even a word. So join Discord. You can get live notification and other benefits. And yeah, hope to catch you guys soon. Saturday.
Also try to join tomorrow. I am or Friday. I am not sure which day, but one of these days I will be doing in the afternoon readings on my own. So if you wish to join just my own readings, feel free to join and see you. See you
Take
then.
care, guys. Good night. Good day. Bye bye.
Night.